So a few months ago I made a video explaining my reasoning for disliking Pokemon. I've changed my mind since that video, and I'll explain why. I bought a download copy of Pokemon X off the Nintendo eShop a few weeks ago, my curiosity overtaking me. After a few hours of waiting and my SD card begging me for mercy, it's a huge game, I started to play. Rather quickly I was plonked into a world that seems so very alive. It was fantastic for lack of a better word. My old perceptions of the franchise seemed irrelevant. This game was just so much fun to play. I don't usually say that about RPGs, at least not with any amount of sincerity. Now, my criticisms of the ethical issues regarding the Pokemon themselves still sort of stand, but I had an epiphany. Even though I disagreed with various things in the Pokemon universe, I realized I disagreed with several things in other video games I love to play. I play Halo. Halo has guns. I hate guns, but I think Halo is awesome. There are guns, or otherwise ranged weapons that look a lot like some of today's firearms in other video games I play. Transformers Fall of Cybertron, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the LEGO adaptation games, Team Fortress 2, and others. I also happen to identify as a pacifist, and yet a lot of the video games I play feature some sort of war as the central conflict. Even disregarding Halo and Transformers for a moment, one of my favorite games of all time is still MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. I think this shows that, regardless of whether I agree with the message, if applicable, of a given story or not, the gameplay really is the most important part of any given video game. A good story, not necessarily an agreeable one, but otherwise well done, is just icing on the cake. I think the Pokemon games have shown me that quite clearly.